Hello and welcome to some more Oceanside Land Shark baseball. I'm Tori Tyson today with my cameraman in color, Rhett Brooks, joined again by older brother of Cameron Seabuck, center fielder for Oceanside by Dylan Seabuck. We are here at 3:30 on a beautiful day at Shipyard Park in Charleston, South Carolina, as the skippers of both teams, Oceanside Land Shark skipper Richie McCullough and the BJ Bellish of Ashley Ridge, are meeting at home plate, getting ready for this game. We'll go over the starting lineups very quickly, as Ashley Ridge just presented quite a few names that I am going to mispronounce. So we'll run through that order and then we'll get to the home team. Batting first for the Ashley Ridge team is Matthew Dominania. I'm losing it on the first one. And Matthew is batting first. Second is Grant Austin. Third, Cooper Godsave. Fourth, CJ Van Sluten. Fifth is DHing for pitcher Andrew McLaughlin. Seems to be his brother, Finn McLaughlin. Batting sixth, Carson Molinaroli. We'll get these right at some point. Seventh is Ryan Bruno. Eighth, Rowan Letelier. And ninth, DJ Drayton. I'll have a little bit easier time with this Oceanside Land Shark roster as Caleb Costa takes the mound, getting ready for the first pitch, and we'll run through this lineup. In center field, Cameron Seabuck hitting first. Second is catcher Tiger Tyson. Third, Jackson Sobel playing left. Dylan Dampier back in right field, cleanup hitter today. Five-hole hitter Briggs Sullivan playing short again. Chase Jarnigan, yesterday's hero, back at first base. Andrew Bowers at third. Marcus Dusterhouse at second base. And rounding out the lineup is freshman Andrew Palmer, DHing again in the 9-hole. So that gets us all ready and started for this game, as Costa is almost done with his warm-up pitches, and we will be back with the first pitch in a second here. And we're back for the first pitch as Caleb Costa takes the mound for the Oceanside Land Sharks. Today we've added a little feature in the corner there. We will try and keep it up to speed with as you can see, the scoreboard in the upper left corner. I apologize if we can't keep up with it. And the first pitch, ball one. Fouled off to the right. So it counts 1-1. Trying to catch up with some audio mistakes as Costa misses low. 2-1 count. Special shout out thanks to the OCA football dads helping me out with the audio video, and hopefully it's sounding better. Got a capital yes. Now did he call that? Oh, 3-1. 3-1. Okay. So we're looking at a 3-1 count.
Starting early with the interesting calls to that.
He missed that pitch?
Yeah.
And the 3-1's on the way. Hammered it deep to right, but right at Dylan Dampier. Trying to figure out the wind direction here as we get set for the second hitter to come up. Shortstop Grant Austin. Austin steps in with the towel swag hanging out of the right pocket, the bright red leg guard, and he squares the bunt but takes that big looper. Curveball dropped in for strike one. Costa's been working on that 0-0 curveball, dropping that in. He's also working on finishing with a hard slider. Costa comes back at 88, just missing. We've got a tight zone established early. We've got a 1-1 count and 1 out. As I'm trying to keep up with the new scoreboard option we're working with here. So that'll run the count to 1-2. The 1-2 pitch from Costa. On the way. Strike three. 88-mile-an-hour fastball in the corner. Land Sharks throw it around the horn. Costa has everything working so far. Just 2 batters in. That's going to bring up 3-hole hitter Cooper Godsave, a sophomore outfielder.
No gloves.
No batting gloves. You know what I say, Rad. That's always the guy you got to look out for on the team. Those are usually the best hitters. They don't look the coolest, but they're usually the best hitters. And I'm guessing being in the 3 holes, he's one of their better hitters. Another breaking ball dropped in and on a 1-0 count. Costa feeling very comfortable with that curveball, going to a 1-0 breaking ball. Tries it again, and a ground ball to short, fielded by Briggs Sullivan, thrown over. Jarnigan tries to make the tag after coming off the bag. Catcher Taggart Tyson hustling down, make sure they cannot advance on the error. We'll see who gets that error as the throw pulled Jarnigan off the bag a little bit. I would assume it would be E6. Jarnigan, I think, caught the ball, went for the tag without the ball, and kind of had a little collision there. Everyone looks to be all right. So we'll wait as Tyson grabs his gear that fell off as he was hustling down the line. And Costa will come back to face CJ Van Sluten, a senior cleanup batter. So we've got a runner on first. Let's see if we can do that on our fancy machine. We've got a runner on first and 2 outs. And the first pitch is a strike one from Costa. Costa picks over. If you're just joining us, we are here in Shipyard Park with just absolutely perfect weather. I count about 12 small clouds in the sky. I heard somewhere around 82, 83 degrees. Too hot for me. Costa comes set, 0-1. Breaking ball blocked in the dirt, in the brown turf. Costa dumps his curveball in there, anywhere from 67 to 72 miles an hour. He comes set with a 1-1 pitch. And it's a 1-2 count with 2 outs. We'll see if the Swamp Foxes put their 3-hole hitter in motion here, try and get somebody in scoring position with 2 outs, or if they're content on letting their 4-hole hitter hit. Costa looks in, gets the sign. And high cheese at 89 miles an hour. Costa blows him away to complete the top half of the first inning. No runs on no hits. Just one man on, reaching on an error. And we'll be right back with the bottom half of the second right after this. And we are about to see Cameron Seabuck, little brother of one of my colormen, Dylan Seabuck. Cameron Seabuck stepping to the plate. Cameron, a Coastal Carolina commit recently. Cameron's had a nice little start to his season here this weekend. Dylan, do you know how many hits he has?
I'm not sure, but I believe his batting average is 600 right now.
Okay, so Cameron getting off to a good start. He swings at the first pitch, hits it to left, right at left fielder, hauling it in for the first out. So one pitch, one out for these Land Sharks, as Cameron's been pretty aggressive all week, and it's really one of the first balls he's gotten up in the air.
Yeah. Seems like this pitcher is going to be sitting upper 70s most of the game.
So what'd you have him at there?
78 miles an hour.
78. It's just a tick under the hitting speed that most of these high school kids like, but we'll see how this day develops as the Land Sharks struggled with mid-70s yesterday.
70-mile-an-hour breaking pitch there.
Tyson taking ball 2. 2-0 count to Tagger. I apologize as the scoreboard showing too many outs. Tagger get hit by a pitch? Is that what I'm guessing?
He did, right in the shoulder.
Tagger clapping as he goes down to first. And that'll bring up Jackson Sobel, 3-hole hitter, recent College of Charleston commit. And flashing back to the other day, Jackson went a complete game, 108-pitch shutout against Nation Forward on Friday to put the Land Sharks where they are, along with a big 2 RBI double as he takes strike 1 a good ways outside. Jackson slaps one just fair down the left field line. Let's see if Tyson can stretch it to third. He will. Looks like phone fell out of the left fielder's pocket there as he was rushing to get the ball. He'll pick up his hat and now his phone. And they might need to use that phone soon here if these Land Sharks bust this thing open. Ha, see how I did that? They'll need to call the bullpen. No, bad joke. Dad joke. All right. Well, that puts runners at second and third with 1 out.
As Tiger pulled in the third there, I couldn't help but notice how good Coach McCullough looks in those all-black uniforms.
Very slimming.
I would say he's probably the best-looking coach in the state at the moment. What do you think about that?
Your brother's already in the lineup. Oh, first pitch before I could even bring the graphics up. Hits Dylan Dampier, and that will skip his AB. And go right to sophomore Briggs Sullivan. What do we got on Briggs? Briggs' batting average got to be up there.
Oh, he's been raking this tournament.
He's been on fire. As we wait for a little pitcher-catcher meeting. So we're looking at runners on second and third. Just 1 out bases loaded with 1 out. Briggs Sullivan at the plate. He pops it up to short. That's the wind's drifting out. It's got trouble. Oh, he might have action. Tyson just drawing a throw. Too shallow for a tag. And that will bring up first baseman Chase Jarnigan. So that's 2 outs. Jarnigan waiting as there's a pinch runner, Reese Purcell for catcher Taggart Tyson. Coach Richie McCullough letting his catcher run for himself until he gets to 2 outs. A lot of these high school coaches take their catcher out right away, don't let them develop and learn how to run the bases, so they get to college and they are shocked that they have to actually play baseball. So it's good that Richie lets these kids develop. We're looking at bases loaded and a strike 2, swinging at over a breaking ball, back-footed. Nice little pitch there by McLaughlin. And Chase is in the hole 0-2. And he chases that same pitch down and in. McLaughlin found that slider right there. And the Land Sharks will strand 3 runners in the first inning, which they are used to. They have been in this situation all 3 games before where they just haven't been able to get the run across early in the game. And we will be back and see if Oceanside can start to figure these things out a little sooner. Be right back to Land Shark Baseball. And we are back for the second inning as Caleb Costa takes the mound again. As the Land Sharks.
On his warm-up.
Oh, he's ready. He's ready. Caleb going almost 60 pitches on Thursday. Came back. We'll see how rusty he was as he looked really good in the first.
Seemed to have great control of the breaking ball early in the game.
He did. He dumped that in quite a bit. First pitch in there. Strike 1. Second pitch poured in. 89 miles an hour on the inside corner. Costa is a velocity hunter. He's constantly worried about his velocity as boom, he blows it right by him for strike 3. Caleb has really matured over the last 3 years that I've seen him. Found his groove this year. Always had a really special arm, but has really figured some things out. And first hitter jumps on a high fastball and fouls it off for strike 1. This is Carson Molinaroli. Maybe if his mom or dad's listening, they can come tell me his pronunciation as he hits a line drive right at Jarnigan for out number 2. Left corner. As we're trying to juggle these balls and strikes and outs and all this stuff that just disappeared on us. And strike 1 puts our scoreboard correct for the first time. 2 outs, 0-1 count. To Ryan Bruno, sophomore infielder. There's that breaking ball that he really does have command of that thing so far. Still dumping it in there around 68.
68. That's got to be hard to see as a hitter.
A little difference, huh? 90 to 70. And the 0-2 pitch coming. And high check swing. Yes, he did. And the umpire agrees with my call and gets one right. 90. We got Caleb will be happy with his 90. And Coach Richie McCullough is going to be happy with the out. So that's going to take us into the bottom of the second. Land Shark Baseball. We'll be right back. And we are back. Third baseman Andrew Bauer stepping to the plate for his first AB of the day in this scoreless affair at Shipyard Park.
Looks like he's rocking his tennis shoes again today.
He's going to the tennis shoes. No more soccer spikes. Andrew pops up the first pitch. Nobody knows where it is, and it's right on top of us on the press box for strike one. Bowers has not gotten off to the start of the season that he has wanted, but he has made some outstanding contributions at third base thus far, and he hits a ground ball, kicked a little by the third baseman, kicked again and again, and he will reach on there and see if that can at least get Bowers going. So that will give us a runner on first and bring up Marcus Dusterhouse. Now, I can't figure out Coach Richie McCullough's signs because he's top secret about that stuff, but I know that Marcus Dusterhouse is one of his favorite to lay down the bunt. We'll see what he does. He lets him swing. He hits a swinging bunt, which I'm sure Coach is happy with that. So Marcus swings away and bunts. We'll take it. We'll take it. So we're looking at that swinging bunt. He hits like his dad. That's probably the furthest ball Willie's ever hit. So that'll give us first and second, no outs, with freshman Andrew Palmer up. And this should be interesting. Palmer has been the man for the Land Sharks as far as starting this offense in all three games so far. McCullough not having him bunt, which I love, letting the freshman hit away, not giving any signs, so Palmer stepping back in ready to absolutely unload. And there's that breaking ball, called for a strike.
Very late call at that.
McLaughlin does have that. He got that breaking ball going pretty good here. Got a little flinch from Palmer, but Palmer's seen it once now. We'll see how he reacts this time.
That one's going to hit
hit by pitch.
I believe that's the third hit by pitch we've had now.
3 hit by pitches.
And at 67 miles an hour, I'm sure they will take that pitch all day.
So that's going to bring up Cameron Seabach. Back to the top of the order. If Cameron can do that same thing in the first, we got a sac fly and we're on the board. Chopper foul. Tyson pulls a hamstring jumping for it.
You're right, though. I'm not sure I've ever seen Cameron have this aggressive of an approach this early in the season. He's been swinging first pitch this entire tournament.
You like it?
I like it, yeah. You know I'm a hitter.
He swings again and fouls it off for strike 2. Well, I think we're all well aware that Dylan Seabuck is not short of baseball confidence. But Cameron is the one we need to come through here. So we've got Seabuck hitting with a 0-2 count. Bases juiced in the second inning of this championship game. There's the breaking ball, and he takes it frozen for strike 3. And that's going to bring up Taggart Tyson trying to pick up Seabuck.
That slider seems to be his best offering here early.
It's been pretty nasty. Everybody has been jumping out of the way. It'll be interesting. Oh, and we have Dusterhouse gets picked off second with a timing pick. Timing pick in the middle infield. Picks off Dusterhouse to put 2 away, and of just like that, we've got 2 outs, runners on the corners, and 2-hole hitter Taggart Tyson at the plate. Well, let's see if Taggart can make up for the unforced errors by these Land Sharks. Palmer takes a big lead at first. There's that breaking ball. In for strike 1. You're right, Dylan. He is just throwing that breaking ball whenever he wants. I will say, I'll give Tyson credit. He is one of the best breaking ball hitters around this area, so we're going to find out who's better. There it is again for strike 2. Now he's seen 2 right down the middle. What that pitcher is going to want to do is throw that same pitch now off the plate and hope that Tyson Chase's catcher sets up away. Palmer runs way off, and the Little League throwback to the pitcher and hope the guy at third's never played baseball move. No action. And Tyson looking at a 1-2 count, and we'll see what he does with this breaking ball. There it is, and he hits a tapper to third pretty hard, kicks up on him, and Palmer has got to stop at third as it doesn't hit quite far enough. Chant from these Mount Pleasant fans. Glad that he booted that ball, and the Land Sharks are now up 1-0. And I don't know how it's ruled. It's probably ruled incorrectly. But that brings Jackson Sobel up to the plate to try and keep things going. Two outs, second inning. Jackson Sobel at the plate, runners on the corners. So Jackson's got a big hole, but right at the center fielder. Nice diving play in to steal an RBI single from Sobel. And that will do it for the Land Sharks, but they do get one despite the unforced errors. Pickoff attempt. And we will be right back with a 1-0 lead going into the third. And we are back here for more Oceanside Landshark baseball as catcher Rowan Letelier gets in and gets plonked first pitch by Costa. So that will give us a runner on first. Here in the top of the third inning. As DJ Drayton comes up, sophomore. And we got a pinch runner for the catcher over there at first. And the 0-0 is bunted hard down the line. Bowers letting it go by him, just foul. Smart play. Good thing that didn't kick. That's almost a double if it kicks back fair. Smart play by Bowers will be strike one to Drayton. On this bunt play, Bowers already in. Costa will be in charge of the first base line as Bowers will cover the third base line, and the Landsharks will gladly take an out here. And here it is again, another bunt, and it's foul again. And that's strike two on Drayton. We'll see if head coach BJ Balouche decides to punish his hitter and say, so here we're back with the 0-2 pitch. To Drayton. Time called by Drayton. What do you think here, Dylan? I think he drops that breaking ball in and it's over.
I would agree with that statement.
High cheese, and a pick to first. Just missed him. Ball beat him there, just kind of on the wrong side of the base. Otherwise, Tyson picks off the runner. We got a double play, a strike him out, throw him up, out, unorthodox style.
That last strikeout coming in at 88 just decided to blow it by him there.
Yeah, Costa's, I tell you what, his velocity wasn't this consistently up the other day, so it's good to see after that outing he's already gaining some as he picks over to first. And there is one out. 1-0 Oceanside. Man, I say that all the time.
You'll figure it out.
No. And there's that breaking ball down. Good block by Tyson. And he check swings and fouls off that high, hard one from Costa to even the count at 1. We got one out, one strike, one ball, number 11 at the plate. Landsharks looking for a double play ball. He does not fish at the high cheese. Catcher asking home plate umpire if that ball's up. He says yes. He nods, and he is correct. So we've got a 2-1 count. No runner going, and fouled off to the right. 2-2. It is very windy here. I apologize if you hear all the wind coming through our mics. The wind, however, is blowing out, so I know the hitters are all excited.
Blowing out at 20 miles an hour.
Wow. The confines here have 325 to left, 330 to right, and 390 to center. Fouled off. We'll do the 2-2 pitch again. This is Oceanside's home practice field. This is the home field for them, and I'd say during the live scrimmages, batting practices, etc., I've seen a good dozen home runs here in game already, so we've definitely got enough guys that can leave the yard, even though it's a very big high school park. Costa set and delivers the 2-2. Late on it again. That fastball coming in at 88 on our pocket radar back here, which, in all honesty, it's usually one low, if anything. So Costa should be around 89, 90 every pitch, as our pocket radar's got him at 88, 89. He's got a really good changeup he's been working on. Hasn't used it yet. There's the breaking ball. Briggs can't make the backhand play on it in the hole. That'll go down as a base hit, an infield single, as even if Briggs came up with that, he would not have been able to throw out the runner from that deep in the hole. So that goes down as a hit and brings up Grant Austin. We're back around to the 2-hole in their lineup, this Ashley Ridge lineup. And Costa set. Oceanside still needing a double play ball. As Costa went almost 60 pitches on Thursday, so he could be saved and come back today. I think the plan had him ready for 3 innings. We'll see how things go. And he slows down and drops in the breaking ball. 69 miles an hour. And that'll even the count at 1. And he's bunting. He definitely offered, missed, blocked by catcher Taggart Tyson, and no action. Interesting call there. I guess he was bunting for a hit with a 1-1 count and 1 out. That'll bring it to strike 2, as Costa's showing his breaking ball can't be bunted either. So he's got the high cheese, he's got the breaking ball, and there's the high cheese at 89 miles an hour again. He gets a piece of it. Grant Austin, a senior infielder. And Costa is going to try and put him away again. See if Costa climbs the ladder again or if he drops in the hammer. And he smokes him in the elbow. And we get a let's go from Grant Austin. That doesn't hurt at all when you're in the hole 1-2 and get hit by a pitch.
On the Evo Shield too.
Yeah. Not what you want to do. We don't want to run into the 3-hole hitter with the bases loaded, but that's what the Land Sharks have done to themselves here, as there is 1 out, bases loaded for these Ashley Ridge Swamp Foxes. And the breaking ball gets away from Costa, misses over. This will be a good time for a visit from catcher Taggart Tyson, as Costa has kind of lost it the last 3 or 4 pitches. Doesn't go out yet. Hopefully Costa can get right back to his fastball and come right after him. There it is, away, not given, a couple inches outside. Costa
just trying to refine the zone here.
And a strike right by him. Costa let up on that pitch, 85. Guiding it in there, but still has enough to put it by Cooper Godsave. And 87, right down central, evens it up at 2. Still only 1 out, bases loaded. Costa in a big jam here in the championship game in the 3rd inning. Costa working from the windup with the corners in, and there it is, the high heat again. Getting the punch out, much needed punch out. And that's going to bring up cleanup hitter CJ Van Slooten.
First baseman number 14, CJ Van Slooten.
So the Land Sharks still with the bases loaded. Now the corners work back, giving some room on the infield. And he dumps in the 0-0. It looks like last couple pitches, he's just found what he used to have. Kind of let up, got one back over, and started.
Refound the strike zone.
And he dumps in another breaking ball just inside. 1-1 count. I missed it, and it's a ball 2. The 2-1 hit down the right field line. Jarnigan might have a chance to make an unbelievable play, and he just misses. The running catch over the shoulder would look cool, especially with all that flowing blonde hair coming out. You know, look at that. He's been working on that dude for a while.
Took a great jump on that ball.
He did get a great jump. Just couldn't quite make the play. Looks like he missed it by an inch. Fixes the hair, puts the do-rag, the hat with the something under it. I don't think you can say that anymore, you know. And Costa with a 2-2. Check swing, it did not go. To run it full, 3-2 count. Bases loaded. Everybody's going to be moving. Needless to say, this is a rather large pitch. Runners on the move. And a fly ball, that's going to do it. Fly ball to center. It's a tough sky, and that ball is sky, but Seabuck hauls it in easily.
Great composure from Costa there down the stretch of that inning.
Way to get out of the inning.
Costa did do a heck of a job to work out of that inning.
Hit the leadoff man, give a weak single, another hit by pitch, coming back with a huge strikeout.
And we'll see if Costa's going to come back out for a fourth or if he's done for the day. We'll be right back with more Land Shark baseball. And we are back for the bottom of the third inning as the dance cam is on. The Jumbotron looking for dancers.
Getting off for Oceanside, the right fielder, number 27, Dylan Dampier.
And leadoff hitter for the Land Sharks is Dylan Dampier, who was hit by a pitch last time up with the first pitch he saw. Big swing on that bender by McLaughlin. Now, we've been told in between at-bats, this is Dylan Dampier's, reminded, I guess I should say, that this is Dampier's old school that he transferred away from, and he has now been hit by 2 pitches, obviously not meaning to do it with a breaking ball, but that is 2 hit by pitches by his old squad. as I'm sure they will have some fun words exchanged between everyone. Is Dampier giggling on first base. Bringing up Briggs Sullivan. Sullivan popped out to short, and he almost wears one in the C-flap like yesterday. You know, I haven't had a chance to tell Briggs, but he could get hit in the face 7 or 8 times before he's as ugly as his dad. So you don't even know if he needs the C-flap. And he fouls off a pitch that almost hit him again, frustrated, and punches his own bat. So we're looking at a 1-1 count now as I try and catch up on the scoreboard. And fix the runners. Runner on first. Fouled off for strike 2. See if Dampier gets in motion. Dampier doesn't look like he can fly, but he can fly. We'll see if they put him in motion at some point. Briggs chases and fouls off the high heat. So Briggs sitting in a 1-2 count. Dampier on first. Sullivan with a double play ball right at second. 4-6-3 double play. They called him safe at first though. I got a little overzealous and expected it to be turned, but Briggs beats it out on the back end.
First baseman number 1, Chase Jarnigan.
So we will bring up Chase Jarnigan. Now with 1 out. So Briggs will switch places with Dampier. And a tapper to first. They will just take 1 with the unnecessary dive for Jarnigan at first. That will be the second out. Sullivan moves up to second as Andrew Bowers is stepping in, looking for his first base hit of the season, unless they gave him one. I'm looking up there. I only see 1 error, so maybe they gave Bowers a hit. All right, Bowers will take the gift hit, and he takes a breaking ball in there for strike 1. Hopefully that'll just relax Bowers, getting that first one out of the way. And he chases that good breaking ball in the dirt for strike 2. McLaughlin is just, he's going almost exclusively with the breaking ball, and the Land Sharks haven't figured it out yet. And here we go again with the timing. Pick to second. Sullivan learning from Marcus Dusterhouse's mistake in the first. So Bowers set for the 0-2. Catcher set up in the other batter's box, and pitcher misses. Bowers fouls it off to stay at 0-2. See the catcher trying to waste a pitch way outside. Pitcher missing right down the middle, but luckily for the pitcher, it was elevated enough that Bowers didn't hurt him. That pitch is all just to set up the breaking ball that he loves. And there it is, and Bowers ground ball down the line, just foul. Good sell job by Richie McCullough until he realized the third baseman caught it and Bowers would be out. So I think we're lucky. So Bowers is back and going to do it again. Catcher set up way outside, and pitcher misses right down the middle. Bowers fouls it off late. This is the thing that a lot of high school coaches don't understand. It's in a video game. The pitcher can't throw it right where he wants his catcher.
You have to imagine if he misses there too many times, he's going to end up paying for one of them.
Well, let's hope so. I mean, he's missed again. A third time, Bowers pops it up down the first baseline. That wind is going to keep it in play and in the inning, though. So that's going to do it for the Land Sharks here in the bottom of the third, taking us to the top of the fourth. No runs on no hits and no errors. We'll be right back with more Oceanside Land Shark Baseball. As we get back here, we've got a couple changes to look at as we see Costa take the mound again for the fourth. We have a defensive substitution as Andrew Bowers goes down the left field line to warm up, as he's the next pitcher for these Land Sharks. As we have Jacob Lewis, a Northwestern commit, at third base. Coming into the game, senior, one of the Twins, and the first pitch from Costa here in the fourth inning is up and away for ball one. Costa slated to go three, has worked very well, and he's obviously in there asking coach for another inning. Foul ball. Evens the count at 1.
Yeah, babe. Oh.
And much to the chagrin of Oceanside fans, ball 2. And a jam shot to first. See if Costa can get over there. Nice little play by both Jarnigan with a really tough feed for a left-hander to come back across his body, give a nice little baby throw to a pitcher who's not known for his speed, but more known for his power. Costa, nice little play getting over there with some light footwork. That brings up 6-hole Carson Molinarioli or something like that. I apologize, but I don't think I'm going to get that one before the end of the day. Costa pours in a little two-seamer, maybe a changeup. He gets mad if I don't know if it's a changeup or a fastball, but coming in at 80, I'm guessing there's his first changeup of the day. And a big sweeping breaking ball just misses inside. Fastball away, painted at 85. We saw some high velocity from Costa for 2 innings, and now down around human zone, 85, 86. Oh, we got a little baby grunt, now 88 to put the hitter away. So Costa,
Third baseman number 12, Ryan.
at the risk of knocking on wood, is cruising through the fourth here. Ryan Bruno comes up, sophomore infielder. And I missed a ball there, ball 1. And the big breaking ball misses away for ball 2. Costa going 2-0 for only the second time today, as he's done a really good job getting ahead of hitters, or at least evening the count. The 2-0 on the way. Off the plate, 3-0. Costa has really gutted it out and given Oceanside exactly what they were hoping for these first 2 outings of the season. He just babies in a fastball at 84 right there. Strike 1. So we're looking at 2 outs and nobody on. The 3-1 pitch. Fouled off to bring us to a 3-2 count. And Costa is just 1 pitch away from delivering a 4-inning scoreless half game for these Land Sharks. I hope he just rears back and gives us a little baby grunt. Fouled off, no grunt. I didn't hear the grunt, that's why it was only 84. I've been teasing him about the grunt, so. Come on, 18. That's where us old school guys say rock and fire. Just don't even put down a sign, Tyson. Here comes the heater. There it is. He does not chase the high heater at 88. And we'll see what Coach Richie McCullough does, as Andrew Bowers has done going down to warm up and is ready to enter this game. As number 13, Rowan Letelier, comes up, the 8-hole hitter in the lineup. You know, as a manager or head coach, you'd like to get your next pitcher in there with a clean slate, or at the worst, at least we're at the bottom of the order, for Bowers to have a little feel, touch and feel before things get hairy. Because now we're in a situation, Dylan, where it's 1-0 count, 8-hole hitter. We might be pitching into trouble here.
Top of the order is right around.
You'd hate to bring in Bowers in a situation where he doesn't have any room to work with, so I'm going to get on Richie if it gets to there. Richie, self-proclaimed best coach in the state.
I would have to agree with him.
Really?
I would.
Okay. Well, I know a lot of these coaches, and I'd say Richie is right there in the middle of the pack.
Okay.
With all the coaches I know. Well, half.
About half
of them.
Yeah.
Here comes Costa with the 1-0 pitch. And there it is. Balk. He called a balk. So we have no pitch. And we have a runner on second. The tying run is on second. Here in the 4th inning, Costa rocks, delivers, fouls it off, strike 1.
Down sitting around that 84, 85 range now, velocity-wise.
Like I said, this big-bodied pitcher like this, with only a couple days rest, he is really gutting it out and giving these guys a chance. So we got a 1-1 pitch on the way. Costa delivers. Breaking ball, tapped, foul. So now Costa is back to just 1 strike away from 4 scoreless frames with the tying run on second. 8-hole hitter, Rowan Letelier, or if he's not French, Letelier. I know my French though. No pitch. Hitter calls time. We'll step out and do it again. The 1-2 on the way. And we got another time call. And Caleb visibly upset. Double dribbles the baseball off the turf mound. No traveling.
You'd have to imagine a grunt fastball is coming.
Oh, I'd love a grunt right here. 1-2. They grunted for him. 87. Oh, and the stare at the dugout. Stare at the dugout. I'm gonna leave that one alone. As the umpire is taking care of it, there's probably something we don't know about. Some kind of smack talking going on.
Richie McCullough says, not my guys.
Yeah, my guys aren't doing anything. It's their guys. We'll see. We'll be right back to see what this stink is all about, as a lot of the parents now get involved. Yeah, a lot of chirping going on. So we will be right back after this. And we're back for the bottom of the fourth inning here. Shipyard Park championship game of this PBR Showdown at Shipyard.
Leading off for Oceanside, second baseman number 17, Marcus Dusterhouse.
And Marcus Dusterhouse leading things off here for the Land Sharks. Marcus probably frustrated with himself for getting picked off second his first time around in the second inning. We'll see if he hits a tapper to third, fielded, and that'll be an easy play to third, from third to first. And Marcus is the first out here in the fourth.
Designated hitter number 21.
Freshman DH Andrew Palmer steps to the plate, seeing if he can spark these Land Sharks. It looks like Costa has closed the book on himself with the stare down as he went off the field, as we get a swinging strike from Palmer. Costa goes 4 innings, only giving up 1 hit, 1 walk, and 8 punch-outs, as these Swamp Foxes helped him out with a few high heaters, but Caleb's got that high spin rate to really make things look good. For those of you that aren't familiar, the ball stays up and stays at the same velocity longer, so the brain can't figure out where it's going to drop, and so that's why you see a lot of these swings under Costa. Even when he's down at 85, 86 miles an hour, he can still locate up in the zone. The hitters can't get to it. We're back to Palmer. And that's a punch out for strike 3 on the corner. And man, this pitcher, McLaughlin, has really settled in. When he found that breaking ball and started dumping that in, now he's got everything working. So that'll take us back to the top of the order, and Cameron Seabuck. Looking to get something started with 2 outs. Not a better guy to do it. Just smokes a ball, and what a catch. What a catch by left fielder. I don't know. If he misses that, we are going to see Cameron running for days. But he didn't, and what a play. And these Ashley Ridge Swamp Foxes are pumped up. Hopefully the Costa stare down didn't fire them up along with that dive. But we will see when we come back, as Ashley Ridge is looking to tie things up in the 5th. We are back for the 5th inning here. Shipyard Park Championship game. Oceanside against Ashley Ridge. The first pitch will get you set from Andrew Bowers now on the mound is ball 1. Getting overzealous with the outs here. And the second pitch from Bowers is just inside off the plate, ball 2. As we get set, Andrew Palmer will move from DH to third base as Bowers comes in the game. And he misses with ball 3, 88 miles an hour. Upstairs, Bauer, a flame-throwing junior. Another one with a really good breaking ball as well. And Bowers walks the first on 4 pitches.
Center fielder number 11, Matthew Dominiani.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe this brings up the top of the order with a runner on first.
I wish I'd listened to the way they pronounce that name, Dominiani or something like that. Yeah. But we're back to the top, as Dylan said, and we've got a runner on first. You got to expect the bunt here. We'll see how Oceanside handles these defensive situations. And a fastball grooved in there at 85 for strike 1. So we've got tying run on first in the 5th inning here. He's got a good lead. He's leaning too. We're going to see if Bowers gives Tyson a chance to throw somebody out, and they bunt it up in the air and foul. Just didn't stay in the air long enough for either catcher or pitcher to dive and make the play. So we'll come back, and it's an 0-2 count. That was more of a bunt for a base hit than a sacrifice situation, so I'm sure he's letting his leadoff hitter hit away here. And Oceanside needs to make sure they get 1 and not get greedy. And a wild pitch way outside, couldn't be handled. So we've got a 1-2 count, and that'll move the runner up to second base. Tying run on second base now. So Bowers is now going to rely on a punch out. As I was just getting into, Bowers has a very good breaking ball when he finds it. And there it is, good block and a great play, great throw, and a safe call by the home plate umpire, but the third base umpire calls him out. The home plate umpire not knowing they had a 3-man crew, so we're really glad that we have added a 3-man crew as Tyson has just turned this inning around with a big block and throw out at third. Woo-wee.
Sometimes you wonder why he decided to make that call when you had the other umpire right there.
We don't ever try and figure out umpires. I've learned that. You just call it what it is. They are not good. Always. I love them. Good people. We need them? Yes. I don't want to go to robo-umpires. Ooh, Bowers coming in with a heater 3-2. Just got a piece of it. So we're preserving the 1-0 lead. Swamp Foxes have really surprised quite a few teams this week getting into this game. Scrapping away. And Bowers, ball 4, walks the second batter he faces.
The shortstop number 1, Grant Austin.
Grant Austin stepping in. Senior infielder. So now we got a runner on first. We'll see if leadoff speedster Dominiani tries his luck on the bases. Bowers kicks, delivers just inside at 80. Bauer's fastball changing speeds anywhere from 80 to 88 today so far. The lead off first. Misses away at 81. And that'll put us at 2-0 with that tying run on first. Pick over, no action. We'll see if Bowers can settle in. And looking good from back here. Bowers at 80, pours in strike one. Land Sharks hoping for a hard hit ground ball right at somebody. Turn two. Both runners look like they've got speed. Good block on a fastball in the dirt at 82. We're back and we'll do the 3-1 count. We'll see if head coach of this Ashley Ridge team puts his runner in motion 3-1. A lot of coaches put their runners in motion 3-1, 3-2. They do not. And ball four. Bowers has now walked the first three hitters.
Looks like someone's warming up in the bullpen.
Looks like Aiden Brown signaling from the dugout, or from the bullpen, sorry, that he is ready, itching to get in the game. And we've got runners on first and second. The go-ahead run on first now, and skipper Richie McCullough strutting out to the mound.
As McCullough takes this mound visit, I've been getting a lot of questions. What's going on with the beard?
For me?
Yeah.
Is this from Coach McCullough?
This is not from Coach McCullough. A lot of people have been asking, what's the strategy here? How long are we going to let it grow?
Yeah, the beard's coming off when real work starts. This is just fun.
Okay, yeah. If anything ever happens with real work, I do think you could have a good shot at becoming the Notre Dame mascot if you continue to grow it out.
Oh, man. Well, you know, the irony of that is I'm the tallest coach on this OCA coaching staff.
Okay.
So we've got a lot of leprechauns running around. Back to the action. Let's see how McCullough's visit did with Bowers as he hooks the first pitch outside. Ball one. I'm sure Richie's out there trying to make things light, trying to relax Bowers. And a swing and a miss at a fastball, clocking in at 86. When Bowers feels comfortable and finds his groove, he'll just pour it in at 86 to 88, touching a little more. Lead off a second. A swing, a foul ball caught by Tyson at 87 miles an hour. Last two pitches. Coming in with some authority.
Coming off the mound visit, he seems to have found the zone a little bit better.
And the curveball in the dirt. The runner is out. Big strikeout for Bowers to get into a 2-out mess right now. He's trying to work himself out of this jam.
Tyson takes a mound visit here.
Ooh, that's going to be good advice. So we've got 2 outs, tying run on second, go ahead run on first in the top of the 5th inning with Andrew Bowers towing the rubber. Andrew is on the far first base side of the rubber. Bringing in a heater, 85, right down central. Taken by number 14, 4-hole hitter CJ Van Sluten. This is a big boy at the plate. I do not want to see him get one up in the wind. Jockeying at second, no runner. And he chases the high hard one at 85 as well. If Bowers can execute that pitch again, we're out of this jam. We'll see what we get with the 0-2 pitch here. Hopefully Tyson calling for the heater again, as Bowers has found it for 4 straight pitches. The curveball hit deep to right. Dampier on it, got a beat, and there's the third out. Bowers gets out of the jam, and Richie McCullough is in there tapping himself on the back for his mound visit. So we'll keep track of that this year. Good mound visit by Richie. We'll give him that one. As we go to the bottom of the 5th with the Landsharks holding on to a 1-0 lead. We'll be right back with more Landshark baseball. And we're back quickly here as 2-hole hitter Taggart Tyson steps into the box. First pitch taken inside, ball 1.
It's really been a battle of the pitchers today. Only 4 total hits between both teams.
I missed it, but he skied one to center. Center fielder blocking out the sun, but makes the play. Tyson goes down. That'll bring us to Jackson Sobel.
Left fielder, number 14, Jackson Sobel.
Sobel stepping in. 1 out. And the first pitch to him is a backdoor curveball called strike. As you hear all the fans say no, because it was not a strike, but it is now. So we're looking at an 0-1 count to Jackson. And there's another breaking ball further off for ball 1. Sobel, one of the few hits of the day. He's 1 for 2. With that line drive to left, hits a chopper to the first baseman, a 1-hopper easy play, and that'll be the second out for these Landsharks here in the 5th inning. So we're looking for a little 2-out action from ex-Ashley Ridge player Dylan Dampier. Dylan has had a pretty eventful day, getting hit by pitch both times he's been up by this same pitcher, Andrew McLaughlin. So Dampier sets in, hoping to hurt his old school, and sees the breaking ball just missed down. Dylan not flinching at the breaking ball, even after being hit twice today. Seeing the ball, wanting to do some damage. He hits one off his leg for strike 1. Dad says, good hack, keep your head on it. So hopefully Dylan listening to his dad and he takes fastball away for strike 2. So we'll see Dampier's 2-strike approach. And I got a feeling we'll see McLaughlin's curveball that has given us fits today. And fastball right down central. Dylan caught frozen.
That one got up to 83.
McLaughlin has really settled in, to say the least. And these Landsharks have not been able to figure him out. We are through 5 innings. We will be right back in a moment to see if the Land Sharks can get these final 6 outs. And we are quickly back here to bring you the top of the 6th inning as Andrew Bowers takes the mound again after getting out of a jam last inning. And the first pitch should have hit the hitter. I don't know how he got out of the way, but he is sitting with a 1-0 count now. And the next pitch almost hits him in the head. Ball 2. Bowers goosing that one at about 76 miles an hour. Let it go, Andrew. 2-0. 84 miles an hour. Just misses away. Quickly to 3-0. Aiden Brown been warming up for the last half hour down there. I think he's ready. And Bowers walks in, the leadoff hitter, on 4 pitches. We'll see what kind of a leash McCullough has here on Bowers. See if there's any action as far as changing. Looks like we're staying with Bowers. And that'll bring up number 5, Carson Molinaro-Lee. Molinaro-Lee. That's tough.
We'll figure it out eventually.
No, I won't. And the bunt. And he misses the bunt. Ball comes right back to the catcher. And if the runner had gone, and they say he did not attempt to swing, so it's ball 1. Luckily, that ball bounced right back to Tyson, so the runner at first could not advance. Bunt. And he bunts it right back to Bowers, and they take the out at first for 1 out. Thank you very much. Land Sharks take the free out, and that will bring up 7-hole hitter Ryan Bruno. So we've got 1 out. Runner on second base. Tying run at second base as these Land Sharks have not been able to figure out McLaughlin today. Bowers rocks and fires. Little cheese back on the outside corner at 86 miles an hour. You can just kind of see the flow to Andrew. I know when he lets go of the ball if it's going to be a strike or not. Sometimes there's just a pretty flow and it looks smooth, and then sometimes he just kind of gooses it and tries to throw a strike, tries to aim it.
Just got to trust yourself and let it fly.
Oh, he's got just the sky's the limit with his ability. It's just a matter of putting things together. So we're looking at a 1-1 count. jam shot to second. That'll be an easy out for Dusterhouse as he flips to Jarnigan at first for the second out. And the tying run moves over to third. But now these Land Sharks are only
Now batting the catcher, number 13, Rowan Letelier.
one pitch away from getting out of this jam. Bowers comes set and pitch. Well, for once, my scoreboard's right and theirs is wrong, and now they just fix theirs. Bowers comes set with 2 outs here in the 6th. Fastball high, ball 2.
Looked like the batter called time there and didn't get it.
Didn't get it. Wish he would have.
We might get another stare down.
Oh. Bowers set and fires. Upstairs, 87 miles an hour. No swing, says first base umpire Art Howe. And Bowers ready for the 3-0. I'm going to give random names to umpires through the years, through this year, and see if you pick it up. And Bowers walks number 13, Rowan Letelier, on 4 pitches. So we'll have action on the corners. Well, we have a quick time called as McCullough comes out to talk to Bowers.
See if he can work his magic for a second time.
Right, he's pushing the bill here, you know. I like coming out on an 0-2 count, so that way pitcher has 3 or 4 pitches to put him away, and then I'm like, yeah, good visit. Richie going out for the second time to talk to Bowers. I'm sure he's giving instruction on what to do with first-third situation, as the Land Sharks have practiced this day after day after day. And I'm not telling anything highly confidential here, but we've screwed this up a whole lot in practice, about 75% of the time with no base runners. So hopefully with base runners right here, if they're trying to steal a run, we can execute these rundowns.
We need that 25%.
Oh boy, here we go. And we are set back with runners on the corners. 2 outs. Bowers rocks, fires, strike 1. In the inside corner, let up, just laying it in. Bowers set. See if there's action from the base runner at first. Nope, and a swing and a miss for strike 2. You're going to hear the crowd come alive here, and you can bet that these Swamp Foxes are going to do something with these runners. We'll watch the runner leave early, step off, and they execute the play home and get the runner. The 25%, none of what just happened was anything that we've worked on, but we'll take it.
Just let him play ball.
We will take it, as the coach is not happy with the umpire's call at home. That's why we have video. You can see that he's clearly out.
Clearly.
And this argument is a moot point. So Bowers works out of another huge jam. And that will take us to the bottom of the 6th. Oceanside Land Sharks only needing 3 more outs in the 7th inning to hold on. We'll be right back.
Leading off for Oceanside, the shortstop, number
Leading off for Oceanside is Briggs Sullivan here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Oceanside looking for a little insurance, as they have had this 1-0 lead since the 2nd inning.
Both teams have been in a lot of jams with runners in scoring position, just can't play it anymore.
I missed it. What do we got? We got
fastball behind the batter completely there at 66 miles an hour.
Nice.
Might have been a breaking ball that got away.
So a ball.
So a ball.
Ball 1. Briggs Sullivan stepping in. Chopper down the line, foul. McCullough with a bad first step, can't make the play. He'll get better down there at third, though. Just a preseason tournament. Briggs Sullivan at the plate with a 1-1 count. And he almost gets hit by a curveball. Tried to let it hit him, but it broke back in and missed his leg by a hair. He might be a leg shave guy, you know. He's got all the swag. He might be a leg shave, yeah. Oh, and he chops one foul again. McCullough doesn't even make an effort. That one's probably hit too hard for Coach Ritchie, huh?
You'd like to see at least an attempt on the ball there.
I mean, he doesn't have anything else to do. So Briggs is hitting here with a 1-2 count. And he hits one to right field. That's going to hang up in the air, though. Right at the right fielder. Good-looking 2-strike approach. But Briggs Sullivan down with an F9. Chase Jarnigan stepping into the plate. Jarnigan chased that same curveball all 3 times in his last AB. Takes that one low for ball 1. Fouls off a fastball. Even the count at 1.
Velo's dropping as the game goes on. He's sitting around 74, 75 this inning.
Okay. And ball 2. Jarnigan awaits the 2-1 from McLaughlin. Taps it foul. McLaughlin's fastball is, man, it's ranged anywhere from, 74 to 83?
83 at the end of the last inning.
And that breaking ball has just killed our hitters. He has worked a gem here. He's only given up on the scoreboard here. It's got 3 hits. We're only seeing 2 hits and remembering 2, so we have a scoring discrepancy with someone. As Jarnigan pulls a hard liner into their dugout as the Mount Pleasant crowd cheering. Hopefully no one hurt. Signs relayed in to the catcher, and we're set for another delivery. A 2-2 from McLaughlin on the way. Ball way outside and up. This catcher really sets up. I haven't seen a catcher set up this far off a plate.
Yeah, when he sets up outside, he really is outside.
He's literally, his whole body's outside.
Almost in the opposing side batter's box.
So we got a 3-2. And there's that good breaking ball that Jarnigan finally gets a piece of. And that he has executed that pitch every time to Chase, going back foot there. That's really tough as a left-handed hitter when that slider curveball is coming down and into you, and you're just trying like heck to get inside of it. And there's the fastball away that he spoils. Would have been ball 4, but who knows?
He reached back there trying to put that one by him at 81.
So he's got enough in the tank. He's just doing a heck of a job pitching. Just back and forth, changing speeds, mixing pitches. So we'll come back and do the 3-2 pitch again. There's the breaking ball. He smokes in the gap. Chase on his way. He's got 2. He's going to get 3. He is going for 3rd. And he will be in there without a play. The unnecessary slide. Does he have a triple dance? Just a flex. He did. He hung it. First one he really left up to Jarnigan. And he made him pay for it.
And something I've noticed about this tournament, that unnecessary slide seems to be a staple for this Oceanside team this year.
They like showing off with the head first slides. So that's going to bring in Andrew Bowers, and this is a big, huge at bat. We need this run. Bowers takes a fastball for a strike, and I am glad he didn't swing at it. Let's put it that way.
Infield playing way in here.
Infield is way in. Look at how much room's up the middle right now. If Bowers gets anything back towards the pitcher. And the catcher should have a play on this, but misreads it. And we'll thank him for another go. So Bowers quickly in the hole, 0-2, but given a new life as the catcher cannot handle the windy pop-up that looked like it was going out of play, stayed in play, and just went over the backside of the catcher.
Looks like it was right in that sun spot down there, too, behind home plate.
This is a very tough sun field as well, especially in left field. But Bowers, 0-2, gets a piece. I love it. I love how you watch the catcher set up in the complete other batter's box and the pitcher miss inside.
I would bet he goes to that breaking pitch.
Bowers moving up in the box with 2 strikes and in, trying to make sure that he has plate coverage and doesn't let the umpire take the bat out of his hands. So here's the 1-2. And the breaking ball almost hits Bowers. He tried to lean into it.
The opposing fans are not happy about that ball call, but that was clearly a ball.
We have a much better view than them in their defense, but that ball infield, but it is out at home. And that is, hope Chase Jarnigan is all right. He is, as there's a lot of talking going on from both teams, really. So that is going to take us to the 7th inning, where all Oceanside needs to do is get 3 outs to put these Swamp Foxes away without even bringing the bats to the field today. We'll be right back with all these changes, as we are going to have a new pitcher coming in. Maybe. We'll figure it out when we come right back with Oceanside Landshark Baseball. We are back here for what we hope is the last inning. We hope it's the last half inning of this game. This championship game here at Shipyard Park on a breezy Sunday. PBR has put together an unbelievable event here, the Showdown at Shipyard. And Oceanside Land Sharks are looking to put away the Ashley Ridge Swamp Foxes for these last 3 outs. Take their first PBR championship. Bowers gets a nice call from the umpire. We will take it for sure. Just off the plate, called strike 1. Bowers rocks and fires in the dirt, ball 1. And now we hear a lot of chirping. So Bowers ready for the 1-1. Swinging at that good breaking ball. Says, whoops.
Perfectly
I thought they only threw fastballs. There's the breaking ball to keep things honest. We're at the bottom of their lineup with DJ Drayton up. And a block there by Tagger Tyson.
Looks like he did try to go back to that breaking ball.
And that'll give us even things up at a 2-2 count. And another fastball in the dirt. Runs the count full. And here's the payoff pitch. And it's singled up the middle, and Bowers tries to catch it, and his glove flies off. There is a rule that I will not go into and bore people. I just hope they don't think he threw his glove. They don't. Okay. So Drayton delivers the 3-2 single. So now the tying run is on first base. Leadoff hitter Matthew. I'm going to leave it at that. Bunting, and it's thrown behind him, over his head. And that will advance him to second base. That was Bauer's first base hit that he has given up. However, he has walked 5 in these 2 innings, but worked out of these jams.
You're going to have to work out of another one here.
Yes, he is. There's definitely going to be some excitement. And the 1-0 pitch is called strike, and it is now 1-1. And here comes the 1-1 from Bowers. Bunting, straight up in the dirt. Bowers makes the play as Tyson keeps it in front. Not sure if it went behind. Bowers pounced on it. Drayton could not move from second to third.
They were not going to make that mistake again.
Yes, you bring up a good point. That trying to move up when Tyson blocked that ball in the 5th, that was a big turn of events. Cutting down the runner at third. So Oceanside has cut down a runner at third, a runner at home. Here we go with the 2-1 pitch. Way outside. Tyson thinks about throwing behind. And it's a 3-1 pitch. And we are 1 pitch away from the go-ahead run being on base. As I'm sure McCullough has Aiden Brown warmed up. Cameron Seabuck has been the closer in the past, and we'll see how he's utilized, if at all. And Bowers rocks and fires, ball 4. So that'll be the 6th walk issued by Bowers in just 2 innings of work. And McCullough coming out of the dugout to move the defense around. And a bunt right back to Bowers, and we got an out at third. Nice play. There's a major advantage to having an infielder that is pitching, because that was smooth. He just got it, rocked and fired.
Huge out there.
Third base coach throws his notepad, now goes, picks it up, and writes down, damn it, we shouldn't have bunted. Right back to the pitcher. So we're looking at another gift, a free out. Second Runner on second is still the tying run. Here's the next pitch, and we have a back pick, but kind of got screwed up by the pitch. Nice scoop by Tyson. They had a back pick on at second base, but Tyson not really given a pitch he can throw on, as he had to dive outside, scoop it, and try and throw. Briggs, Sullivan at short. Nice job just getting in front of it, not allowing anything else to happen. Bowers with the 1-0 comes set. Ball 2.
With that force at third, we're only one ground ball away from this being a ball game.
I like it. You're a glass half full guy, huh? I am not anywhere on the same wavelength. So we're looking at a 2-0 pitch coming in. Ball 3. I really hope that their coach gives him the green light. It doesn't look like it. As 3-hole hitter Cooper Godsave looking and staring down at his coach, wanting the green light, doesn't get it, and takes ball 4 to load the bases. Richie McCullough.
Looks like he's going to ride Bowers here.
Is coming out of the dugout, and that's going to do it for Bowers. As Bowers ends with 2.1, 2 1/3, only giving up 1 hit, 6 walks, and 1 punch out. As we will see if Richie makes a change or if he's just trying to talk some magic into things. It looks like he's leaving Bowers in.
Well, the mound visits have worked the past 2 innings.
Richie going to it again.
Let's see if he can go 3 for 3.
Now batting first baseman number 14, CJ Van Sluten.
Well, CJ Van Sluten walking in, senior. Big old kid walking in, and he can, from the looks of it, he can do some damage. And all they're looking for is anything that will score the tying run. While I'm hoping for a double play. And Dylan, you're feeling good about it, huh?
I am. I think ground ball right at the
it.
shortstop.
That's why I need you. Bowers rocks and fires, ball 1. And he is swinging and chases ball 2 out of the zone and fouls it off late. I like the aggressiveness from Ashley Ridge here. A lot of high schools will be taking when a pitcher has walked 6, but they are aggressive. And here comes the 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball misses away. 2-1. Fastball fouled back. Strike 2. Now that's the first quality pitch we've seen come in at 85.
Really reaching back there. Just trusting his arm.
Come on, Andrew. And we've got the 2-2 signaled up by the umpire. We await the pitch. Bowers looking for the punch out. And he got it with a high heater.
86 miles an hour.
86.
We are now 1 out away.
We are now 1 out away from Mr. Positive being right. As I don't want to call myself Mr. Negative, but I will say this. Coach Richie McCullough has shown Andrew Bowers that he's his guy. He's willing to go down with him. That's for sure.
Establish some confidence early in the year.
And we've got all kinds of timeouts everywhere. So we got an offensive meeting with the third base coach.
And I think right now what he's telling him is hit the ball. I think that's the only
Don't
plan
strike
here.
out. So it's a pinch hitter. We'll see who we have here. Number 15, Gray Becknell, a senior outfielder. Gray has been on the bench this entire game, comes up with the bases loaded, 2 outs, a chance to be an absolute hero for these Swamp Foxes. And he takes ball 1 low. Tyson going to have to be a wall back here to make sure that tying run doesn't score on anything if it's in the dirt. Bowers comes set in the 1-0. Right down the middle. Taken. And now these Land Sharks are only 2 strikes away from their first championship.
Both sides very vocal right now.
Is it getting loud down there? Bowers hooks a fastball way outside for ball 2. Well, this has definitely been fun. There's no doubt that there has been anxiety, emotion, all kinds of things going on here in this 1-0 game. The 2-1 pitch on the way. Chases it high, way out of the zone for strike 2. And now you're going to hear things pick up as Andrew Bowers is looking to work out of jams to close this game down for Caleb Costa. The 2-2 pitch. That's it. Blunt and Ted, the home plate, and there you have it. And the Oceanside Land Sharks have taken the Showdown at Shipyard.
Final score this evening, Oceanside 1, 0.
What a game, huh? You were right, Mr. Positive. Glad I've got you along because I certainly wasn't feeling it.
Even with the lack of hits, I think there was a runner in scoring position every inning for the past 4 or 5.
These Land Sharks did work out of all kinds of jams tonight. Whew. And we'll get the line here, closing the book on Andrew Bowers. 3 innings, only giving up that 1 hit by Drayton in the 7th inning. 7 walks and 3 punch-outs, none bigger than the last 2. And that's going to end this game here for us as the Oceanside Land Sharks leave with their first victory. Signing off here, thank you to Rhett Brooks, Dylan Seabuck, and I'm Torrey Tyson. Thank you for tuning in to Land Shark Baseball.